You don't have a money problem. You have a fear problem. And it's not the dramatic kind where you're shaking in a corner. It's the quiet kind. The kind that shows up as avoidance, as jokes, as moral posturing, as I'm just not into money like that. That's fear wearing a hoodie. Most people don't hate money because they're enlightened. They hate money because money exposes them. It exposes how little control they have, how little planning they've done, and how often they've chosen comfort over competence. So instead of learning, they cope. Instead of mastering, they moralize. Instead of admitting, I don't know what I'm doing, they say money is corrupt anyway. That's not wisdom. That's self-defense. Look at the numbers. By retirement age, almost everyone is either broke or dependent. That's not bad luck. That's not capitalism. That's not the government. That's decades of unexamined habits, bad assumptions, and a brain that never upgraded its operating system. If you live like everyone else, you end up like everyone else. And everyone else is stressed, tired, and quietly panicking about the future. Here's what really messes people up. Your environment programs you, not aggressively, passively. You absorb beliefs just by being around them. Sit with people who complain nonstop, who treat money like a source of anxiety instead of a tool, and your brain starts copying that model. You don't even notice it happening. Most people you'll meet don't actually believe a great life is possible for them. They'll say maybe, or in theory, or for some people. That's not belief. That's resignation with better PR. They've already decided it's not happening. They're just waiting for reality to confirm it. And once you accept that frame, everything you do shrinks. Your goals get smaller. Your risks disappear. Your curiosity dies. You start optimizing for survival instead of growth. That's how people end up working nonstop and still feeling broke. You know, most people fear money because money demands clarity. It forces you to look at your numbers, your habits, your priorities. And looking hurts when you already know the answers won't flatter you. So they avoid it. They don't check balances. They don't track spending. They don't plan. Then they complain about being stressed, as if stress just fell from the sky. It didn't. It came from avoidance. Resentment grows fast in that state. You're tired, you're working, you're sacrificing, and you don't feel rewarded. That resentment needs somewhere to go, so it goes straight at money, and anyone who has it must be nice. Probably inherited it. They screwed someone over. Notice how convenient those stories are. They protect the ego. They say, I'm not failing, the system is. And once you believe that, improvement feels pointless. You know, I've watched people do this for years. Hard workers, with good intentions, with zero financial awareness, spending money automatically, then acting shocked when consequences arrive, blowing cash on habits they don't even enjoy, then panicking over minor expenses like the world is ending. That's not fucking poverty. That's unconscious living. A life of magnificence isn't about flexing or excess. It's about agency, about being able to decide instead of react, about money not hijacking your mood every time it shows up. But here's the brutal part, that life requires responsibility, and responsibility scares people more than struggle. Because struggle lets you blame something else. I lived the other version, working constantly. I was fucking tired all the time. No plan beyond the next paycheck. Overdrafts, mental fog. No future vision because all my energy was spent surviving the present. When you're drained, you don't think big. You numb yourself. You tell yourself you deserve distraction, even if that distraction gives you nothing back. You're not lazy in that state. You're fucking stuck in a loop. But loops only break when you see them. Money isn't fucking complicated, it's just ignored. People treat it like a mysterious force instead of a system. Once you start learning, even clumsily, you realize how much power you handed away just by not paying attention. The first real shift isn't making more money. It's believing you can understand it. That alone changes how your brain behaves. You stop flinching. You start asking better questions. You tolerate uncertainty because you're moving forward, not hiding. And when you finally see progress, real cause and effect, it rewires you. You stop feeling cursed. You stop feeling small. You realize the ceiling you thought was real was just a belief you never challenged. That's when the internal voice changes. It stops saying you're bad at this and starts saying you're learning. That's not motivation. That's identity. Real self-belief isn't loud. It's stable. It's knowing you're capable without needing applause. And yes, to people who don't have it, that confidence looks arrogant. That's fine. They're not your audience. Most people would rather drag you down than climb up themselves. Not out of malice, out of fear. Your progress threatens their excuses. So they mock. They dismiss. They explain why it won't work. You don't need to fight them. You just need to not absorb them. Money isn't fucking evil. Wanting more isn't greedy. And learning the rules of the game doesn't make you immoral. It makes you competent. The moment you stop fearing money, stop resenting it, and start understanding it, the relationship flips. You stop being reactive. You stop being controlled. You stop letting other people's beliefs decide your future. You stop serving money. You start directing it. And that's the difference between drifting through life and actually owning it. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.